Well, ladies and gents, here we are with a client interview with my guy, George Clements. We've been working for the past 5 months or 6 months now, I think, and we've been ripping YouTube and Instagram for him. So, George, give a quick introduction about yourself and your company.
Yeah, hey guys. My name is George Clements. I guess I'm best known for building an agency called paidhouse.com, which I've been running for the last 4 years, and essentially scaled that up with ads, which prompted me to start my new coaching company at the start of this year, 2026, the Advertising Co. And pretty much approached Ziad as one of my first hires for that company, first engagements, because YouTube, there's a lot of work that goes into it. The ideation is extremely time consuming. And to be honest with you, if you just approach it and try and do whatever you want, you're just never going to be able to land consistently successful video ideas. So I wanted someone who could go away and do the research and, see which concepts and videos were going to crush it. And so, yeah, that's why I approached Ziad. And obviously we've been, working together very happily ever since.
So, when we started working together, how were the numbers like in terms of subscribers, views, revenue versus now?
Yeah, so I think I was probably, I mean, you probably know better than me, but I was probably at like a couple, like low hundreds of subscribers, like maybe like 200, something like that, 300. I had basically just posted like probably like one or two videos on the channel, maybe like three or four. Actually, I think it was like three or four or five on the channel, basically with like next to no editing, next to no thumbnail strategy. And so on the YouTube side, yeah, that was where I was at.
On Instagram?
Yeah, I mean, Instagram, I wasn't even posting. I only started posting. I think me and you started talking about it, and we were like, yeah, let's go all in on this in sort of like February time.
Yeah. How were the numbers since then? In terms of revenue, clients signed, how many leads we're getting now?
Yeah, in terms of both YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. So, I mean, we've done well over 500K cash collected so far this year. We're aiming for well over 1 million in our first year, which is going to be cool. So that's the goal for the coaching company. And a vast majority of that revenue can be attributed directly to YouTube and Instagram. I would say probably like 80% of it, 90% of it, the rest coming from ads and referrals. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Instagram and YouTube just are an absolutely integral part of any coaching business, really, but especially mine.
With these results in mind, where do you think your company and your YouTube channel, Instagram profile will be within 6 to 12 months from now, based on the growth we have had so far?
Yeah, I mean, I've got goals for sure. So like 6 months, I want to be well over 10K on Instagram. Probably get that sooner, to be honest. Maybe 20K. Instagram's my main like passion at the moment. I see a lot of potential there on that channel because it's really feeding the YouTube. Instagram's like a great top of funnel for YouTube, and YouTube's kind of there to nurture and then basically bring back to people to Instagram when they're ready to convert. So YouTube, I'm not really so fussed, I guess, about the amount of subscribers I've got on there. I guess 10K would also there be nice, but YouTube, I really just see it as a nurturing platform, and Instagram, yeah, I want to get that as big as possible while still keeping the lead quality.
I mean, a lot of people think, organic is nice to have or it's not important. You can just rely on cold email or paid ads to just sign clients, but they don't understand the quality of the leads that come from organic content is just way higher. And they close at a higher percentage than, any paid ads or cold email.
Yeah, I honestly I think anyone who just doesn't do organic content is like extremely stupid and like basically handicapped in business, because it kind of is like playing business on easy mode. And you kind of like hedge your risk as well with ads, because I used to just be like 100% cold paid ads with Paid House, my agency, because we didn't do any content for that business. Well, we did a bit of content, but it didn't work very well. Should have worked with you, I guess, in that company. But yeah, so it was pretty much 100% cold paid ads, which meant that if our cold paid ads basically like had a bad month, our profit would just like get destroyed. But in this business, I know that if I go run a paid ads funnel, like the organic, like not only will it work better because of my organic presence, but I'm also able to have organic there as a cushion where I know I'm going to bring in like 5 to 10 deals a month just from organic. You know what I mean? So like, it doesn't even matter if my paid ads funnel, flops, which obviously it wouldn't because we're pretty good at those. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like for any normal business, yeah, it's just essential. And obviously with how much competition there is in the market, the nice thing about organic is like people are buying you for you, right? Even if you have the exact same service as someone else, they're gonna pay you because they like you and they want to work with you. Whereas on cold, if you have the exact same service as someone else and the exact same offer as someone else on cold, like how is a prospect realistically meant to differentiate between you and the other person? It's going to come down to things like guarantees and price and things that we don't really want to be wrestling with.
Yeah, it's too much risk, especially if you're in a competitive market, you're gonna have to do insane guarantees, and sometimes you're not gonna be able to, fulfill on them,
Yeah.
which is absolutely gonna wreck your business because you're gonna have insane churn, and insane churn is just not scalable. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So, what was the thing that surprised you the most working with me, especially on YouTube?
Yeah, dude, I love how just like responsive and on it you are. Like I know if I ever want to text you with, a problem or an issue or like an idea as well. Like I think you've been amazing to bounce ideas off over the last few months, which has been really helpful. But also just generally your like responsiveness has been fantastic. So that's by far my most favorite thing with you. Um, I think below or aside from that on the YouTube side, um, I think you're very good at packaging. Whenever I look at my YouTube channel, I'm like very proud. I think it looks really good. I'm very happy with the thumbnail design, the variety of ideas, the top of funnel and middle of funnel, bottom of funnel content that's like clearly there. So yeah, I would say you're fantastic at packaging and positioning. And yeah, the YouTube channel is really, really hands off for me. Honestly, it's just such a smooth system. I sit down once a week, and film for like an hour, and then everything else is handled. So
Yeah. How much do you invest currently, like in terms of hours on YouTube every week or every month?
like 1 hour a week.
Mm,
That's it.
yeah, 4 hours a month. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what would you say to someone who's on the fence of working with me, especially on YouTube and Instagram, specifically for those? Because a lot of people are just, worried that it's not going to work. Organic content, does not work. It's just there's a lot of competition, all these different things. What would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, you're just not gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like you're just not gonna actually make it if you think like that. Like,
Mm,
you're actually just extremely stupid at this point to be sleeping on Ziad and YouTube and Instagram as a whole. So
mm,
yeah, I'd recommend anyone. I've already sent you a bunch of clients, and I'd recommend anyone to work with you. That's honestly, yeah. I mean, it's been an amazing experience. So
yeah. Yeah. Amazing, bro. So appreciate you, George, hopping on. And guys, you're gonna find his socials in the description. You're gonna find his YouTube channel and Instagram as well. Go follow him and follow me as well. And yeah, appreciate you, George, hopping on. I know you're busy, so thanks for taking the time to hop on.